Hey gang, how's it going? As you can see here, special thing going on. We've got the 2015 Lay's Do Us a Flavor Canadian edition. Um, I wanted to taste test these and see how good they are and make a video about it because why not? So there are four flavors I've got listed here. We've got, actually, I've got a website up in front of me. Let's see if they. Yeah, all right. So let's see what we got here. We got Cowboy baked beans, and these are from Western Canada. Smoked meat, Montreal smoked meat from Quebec. Uh, let's see. The orange one is P.E.I. scalloped potatoes from Atlantic Canada, and then the last one we'll have up here is butter chicken from Ontario. So we're gonna try them and we're gonna see what they're like. You can see I've got a microphone going on here. I'm gonna try and do some fancy video editing stuff. This is like gonna be my most complex video of all time. Another thing that they are doing, and if I bring it up at some point, you'll see. Maybe I'll become a bit small, but they gave us a scorecard, so I'm gonna put that in the video also. We're gonna me scoring everything, and we'll see what it's like. So the first one on the website is Cowboy baked beans. These are the only of the four chips that are crinkle cut. If I can get in close, you guys see that? Crinkle cut. I don't eat beans. I think the texture is weird, so I have no idea what this really tastes like. But let's find out. Barbecue. It tastes like barbecue. Almost exactly like barbecue flavor chips. Not bad. I don't hate them, but it's nothing special. Coke Zero to cleanse the palate. In between taste tests, reset the palate to zero, if you would. A guy at work gave me that joke, and I thought it was good, so I used it. So let's see. I should be bringing up the website right now, Cowboy Baked Beans. Let's rate this flavor on deliciousness. Is this a treat for your taste buds? Barbecue chips are a classic. They're not bad. So I'll give it a 4. Does it taste like a Canadian flavor? No. I wouldn't say that's distinctly Canadian. But it's weird because I guess, does it taste like a Canadian flavor? And it's Cowboy baked beans. I live in Montreal, and it's a city hub, so there's no cowboy here. But I do acknowledge that in the prairies, cowboy is a big thing. The cowboy way of life exists. So I'm still going to give it a 1 for a Canadian. You know what? Maybe a 2 because of the cowboy way of life. I'll acknowledge that. Originality. Does it taste like a unique flavor? 1. No. It tastes exactly like barbecue chips. Would you recommend it to your friends? Barbecue chips ain't bad. We'll give it a 3. Next up, butter chicken. Oh, my chips are going to fall. My chips are going to fall. Okay. Butter chicken. Once again, I've never had butter chicken in my life, so I have no idea what to compare this against. Let's find out. It's weird. It's very subtle. There's not a strong flavor to it. These are just a regular chip, not crinkle cut like the last one. I mean, chicken doesn't have a lot of flavor to it. And then butter is just butter. So, I mean, the chip itself is kind of reddish. It doesn't have a taste of much, I gotta say. It's a little like, how do I describe it? It's a little, not a spice. Maybe like a little sour, sweet sour? A little sweet sour flavor. So, let's go to the scorecard. Is this a treat for your taste buds? I'm going to give it a 1 because it's pretty weak. Doesn't have much taste. Does it taste like a Canadian flavor? Butter chicken is Indian, so no. There's a lot of Indians who have immigrated to Canada, but I wouldn't describe their culture as Canadian culture. I would describe it as Indian culture within Canada. Originality. Does it taste like a unique flavor? I guess, yes, but it doesn't really taste like much, so I'll give it a 4 on that one, I guess. Recommendability. Would you recommend it to your friends? No, it doesn't taste like a whole lot. Next, Montreal smoked meat. Probably of all the flavors, the one I'm most familiar with. We'll rearrange the bags a little. And also this year in the States, they have the Reuben. So I'm assuming this is probably a very similar taste to whatever that one tastes like. Once again, not just a regular chip, not a crinkle cut. Let's see if they've captured the essence of Montreal smoked meat. Yes. Wow. Powerfully. That tastes like a smoked meat. Like a smoked meat sandwich. Wow. That's wild that you can get that flavor almost instantly. It's weird having this as a chip. I'm used to tasting this eating a sandwich, but it hits you, man. Like, you know, the outside of it, like the peppercorns, I guess, is what they kind of, the rub that they put it on when they're smoking it. That flavor is there, and it hits you. A little bit of a spiciness on the tip of my tongue as time passes. Look at my cat. Thinks he wants some chips, but he doesn't. You want that? See a cat. You want that? What's he gonna do? Yeah, he don't want it. You think? Oh, does he want it? You don't want it. Run away, cat. I'll give you some chips later, maybe. A little bit of kick on my tongue at the end, but I'm surprised how much that tastes like a smoked meat sandwich. Wow, good job, Lay's, on that one. I gotta give it to you. Missing the mustard taste. I wonder, like, dipping that in mustard. I'm a little intrigued to do that, honestly. But it's there. So let's go to the website. Is this a treat for your taste buds? I'm gonna give it a 4. Does it taste like a Canadian flavor? As far as I know, smoked meat is only called smoked meat within Quebec, and outside of that, they don't call it smoked meat. It's just like corned beef or whatever the hell they call it. I don't know. So, you know what? 5. I'm gonna give it a 5. Does it taste like a unique flavor? Yes, I have not had that before. Would you recommend it to your friends? Yeah. Yeah, let's go 5. Look at that. They're running away. So really, the last one has to get a perfect score to beat this. Crazy. And the last one is P.E.I. scalloped potatoes. I've never had scalloped potatoes either before. The way I understand it is that it's just some cheese and some potatoes and some cream that you bake. And those are things all I love. And these are basically a thinner version of what you put in the scalloped potato. You cut potatoes and then you line them with cheese and cream and bake them. Anyway, let's see. Oh, harsh cheddar flavor. Oh, I'm not a fan of cheddar. Like, I'm not. Yeah, ooh, I don't like it. Not for me. I'm gonna keep eating them, but not something I like. Ugh. Ugh. Let's wash that away. No, Not for me. Sorry. Well, we'll go to the website and wrap this up. Is it a treat for your taste buds? 1. Not my, I hate that chip. Does it taste like a Canadian flavor? You know what? I'll probably give it a 5. I imagine that's what scalloped potatoes taste like. Does it taste like a unique flavor? Yes, I've never had cheddar flavored chips before. Would you recommend it to your friends? 1, I would not. Done. Cowboy baked beans at 50, butter chicken 35, smoked meat 95, scalloped potatoes. I actually, despite being a chip that I hated the most out of all 4, it scored the second best, which is ridiculous. So let's vote now for Montreal smoked meat. Vote. You voted for smoked meat. There it is. I would recommend eating the baked beans and the smoked meat. I would recommend eating those. Give them a shot. Because that's just barbecue but in crinkle cut, which you don't usually get, I guess. And that tastes like a smoked meat. Not a sandwich, but the meat. You know what? If you were going to make some kind of... a lot of people put chips in burgers and stuff like that sometimes. This would be a good chip to put in a burger. Good seasoning on it. I recommend that. And this is... And the butter chicken, whatever, man. It's just kind of like a hinted regular one. But there it is. I'm going to throw you away. I don't even want you. These 3 are the only 3 worth eating. And in this particular order. Closest to furthest away from you. And that is going to end this video. Thanks for watching, everybody.